Welcome to our show, Umbrellas of Hope. We are committed to enrich the life of members of the veteran and military community by connecting them to the resources that they need. We advocate for professional and entrepreneurial opportunities and facilitate conversations of hope, empowerment, and creativity to reduce military and civilian transition difficulties and to help our veteran and entrepreneurs families to thrive. Hi, I'm Niurka, your host. We invite you to be part of this journey as we, together, bring a positive change on new beginnings, opportunity, and success. Our new mini series will be introducing the art of business to share with you how it can enhance your life, your community, and your future. So stay tuned. Let's welcome Patty Holmes. She's here to share with us about the art of transformation. She's an actor, a speaker, a radio and TV host of the show Positive Mind and Attitude.
Hello, everybody. Who is Patty Holmes? Patty Holmes is a entrepreneur, uh, immigrant from Mexico 22 years ago. Next June 1st, I'm going to be 22 years here in the United States. And the speech that I want to give you today is the name is The Art of Transformation. You will say, what are you talking about, Petty? Transformation. Do you know the chameleon is like thousands of years living over the face of Earth? Yes, the chameleon, this little lizard, if you want to call it lizard, um, that was before actually the dinosaurs, and they be transform himself to survive. And I want to talk about that. I love to observe the nature. Mother nature teach us a lot through animals and through, you know, diversity and everything, into the nature. So I start observing the chameleon, and something that amazed me so much, there was the chameleon that is able to transform themselves and be camouflage. Yes, the camouflage into the environment in where he presents in order to eat. That way, with this being long tongue, he can grab the food, right? So to me, that amazed me when I'm start learning about the chameleon and how he is able to change the color and camouflage into the environment. And I'm gonna start thinking about my life. I'm gonna start thinking about how I've become a chameleon myself. Because I come to United States, literally crossing the border. I was pregnant. I have my baby in my belly, yes, and she is 21 years old. And I was crossing the border with a 7-year-old in my hand, in my other hand. So I walk through the desert to get here in United States. And not speaking English. I don't know what happened in the future. I always think that I was able to come over for a year. That was my idea. And make dollars, and come back home and, do that. But guess what? Life have more opportunities for me. And I come to the land of opportunity. And then I start thinking, because I crossed the border, without legal status. So I'm gonna start transforming myself, copying the American female. Even though I don't have a blonde hair, I don't have a blue eyes, my skin is dark and I'm Hispanic. I have a thick accent, and back then I not speak any English. The only thing I know was numbers, and there was simple things. The phone number, I know the colors, my name is, and that's it. And I'm gonna start transforming myself because I start mimic the life in United States, because I don't want to be deported. So the art of transformation is the name of this talk. Why? What I want to transform, like the chameleon, I want to transform Patty in kind of like an American girl, or I want to reach the American dream, and I transform my life through that. Of course, other things come around, like I'm proud to be Hispanic. Absolutely. I'm proud to speak Spanish. I'm proud to speak two languages, but I'm proud to speak Spanish. It's my first language. It's my mother language. So my kids, they grow up here. My oldest daughter is 31 years old, and my youngest one is 21. And they both are bilingual. And the oldest one is a nurse, and the second one, my youngest daughter, she works in a company. She graduated from high school, and now she is working in a company in where they help people to put a lot of stuff in home, because she likes design. So it's what she does. So I'm thinking, I transform myself as a chameleon. And I think the art of transformation is about that. Is transform yourself about what dream you have. What do you like to be in the future? I'm still dreaming. I'm a big dreamer. And I always say, I have a hashtag in Spanish that say the translation is, I dream sleeping and I dream awake. That is my hashtag. In Spanish is sueño dormida y sueño despierta, because literally is what I do. I dream about it and I transform my life into that. And you will say, well, your name is Patty Holmes. And I always joke about it. And I say, well, Sherlock Holmes is my cousin. Well, he's not. But my husband is an American, a wonderful man. That I fall in love with him, and he fall in love with me. And we start um, put together our family, because he have his kid, I have my kids, and we start, getting together, and we form this family, which is compound, like a little pieces. Everybody have a piece in my family. So my husband is a descendant of Italians, and he is an American citizen. And that is why my homes, that is the reason why I get married. I want to honor him. I'm in the path of empower females, but at the same way, I don't want to put in the side the man. Man is a big figure in our society, and I don't want to let him, in the side and say, oh, I'm powerful, I'm a female, and I'm everything. No, we need men. We need men in a society. A man is very important. Well, from my perspective, men is very, very important. And that is the reason why I want to honor my husband, wearing or using his last name as the tradition here in United States. So I'm learning few years ago, actually, that some females, and in some American here in United States, some states, they allow the men take over the last name of the wife. So in this case, my husband will be Asensio, which is my last name, my daddy last name. So I want to honor that, my husband with my last name. So that is the reason why I'm Patty Holmes. But I never going to forget the where I come from, because when you forget the where I come from, the art of transformation is never work. It's not going to work if you forgot that. So honor my tortillas, I honor my tacos, I honor my sauce, my spicy food, I honor it. And actually, it's very funny and very my soul is full of joy because my oldest daughter married to a Colombian guy. My grandkids are Mexico, Colombian, American. So they have three flags. And that made me feel so proud and made me feel so like in the melting pot. In the melting pot, the art of transformation. And this is what about, United States. United States is about the melting pot, and also is about the transformation of ourselves. When these countries start growing, when these countries start, immigrants start coming, Indians and Americans and Italians and all Ireland, people from Ireland and from all part of the world, they start calling the melting pot here. And it is, and it's still. And this is the art of transformation. America transformed too. And I'm very proud to be friends with Niurka. And I want to thank all the veterans because that is amazing, amazing job. My youngest daughter was thinking about enjoy, the military, but she changed her mind. I did not. I want to be honest. I nothing to do with that. But in the end, she changed her mind and she was thinking about that. And that was amazing, empower other females and be in the military. I respect that. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for your service. And the art of transformation in Patty Holmes' life is about that. It's about transforming yourself. And it's not only about the outside, it's about the inside. And I transforming myself. I'm still transform myself. I'm still dreaming about what I want to do in the future. What is my goal? What I want to do when right now I just turned 50, so 50 years old, and I'm thinking, how many years I'm going to live? So I'm calculating. I have other 30 years because I'm exercising and I'm eating right. Not always, but I'm eating right. So I'm thinking about how I able to transform these 10 years that coming in my life, what I want to do, how I want to look, what I want to achieve right now. So that is the art of transformation because it's an art. When an artist start building something or creating something, is I don't know, maybe a piece of ceramic, working with your hands, and you start forming this person, for example, or welding. Some women, they welding amazingly and they make these artists, they are huge, amazing pieces of art. And they, when I see, and I just like, wow, this is architecture, it's amazing. And I'm thinking, that is how life works, and that is the art of transformation your life. Absolutely, absolutely. So for me, the art of transformation is that, it's an art, becoming, you become from your mom. And in this case, I grew up in Mexico for 27 years. And then I'm 27 years old, I migrate to the United States. And now it's all this time here, and I just like, wow, learning the English. My life has been, changing, and doing things, growing with my kids, learning the language, doing a lot of things, writing a book. Yes, the art of transformation is about, doing things. This is an art. I honor honestly right now, before I like to read, before the book, my editor, I remember that she told me words, they are very, very powerful to me. She say, when you write a book, you are one person before you write a book, and you become a different person after when you finish your book. And for me, it was like, she's just telling me things, to finish the book and to, do and empower me. I was thinking that, but guess what? That is an art. Write a book, thinking about how you want it, building the idea, from the bottom up and start pulling and building and doing. It's an art. I respect. I'm an author. I'm not a writer. Writer is a different thing because a writer, I'm all my respects. It's like stories and it's a different thing. I'm just an author. And my book is A Dream Without Borders is the name in English. I'm translating. It's taking me time because English is difficult from other people that speak other language. Of course, my first language is Spanish, and you can hear in my accent is strong. And also, when I write and when I read in English, it's kind of like it's a challenge for me every time. But I love it. I love to learn. So basically, writing a book is the art of transformation. Absolutely. It's an art, like I say, building your dream from the bottom up and start transforming yourself. Before the book, I know was I don't know about how write a book. I don't know how, talking with other writers. Now I have a bunch of friends as writer, as my friend Niurka. Actually, Niurka, she's a writer too. She is an author. She has several books about empower and about doing things. So she is inside of this world of the art of transformation because directly or indirect, she transformed life through her books and through these amazing, uh, you know, exponents. They come people. Yesterday, I was watching a lady that she was doing I'm not remember her name. And if you can help me, Niurka, I don't know. She was saying how you can give, buy a bottle of wine and she put it in something and she transformed this. And I just like, wow, that is a great idea. She empowered me, to do these things. I'm very, with a low cost. So that is very nice. She showed too about involving, grabbing a book. That was a good idea, actually, grabbing a book, how you can grab in a book and give it as a gift. So I'm gonna do it for my books next time. So I'm talking about my book. I feel very proud about it because um, the picture, you know, in the cover of the book, actually, I just recently have a interview from South Africa, and I present the book in Spanish. That was amazing, and this picture is the first picture they took. Uh, my sister took this picture, and I just crossing the border right here. I just get in Graham, North Carolina, is in where I started, building my life here in United States. And there was very, very good, amazing time because I remember that she was cooking some shrimp soup, a traditional Mexican shrimp soup, waiting for me from get to her house because she was here in United States already, and that picture have a lot of meaning to me. That was amazing, amazing time, and it's how I start, thinking about the book. And the book, A Dream Without Borders, have a lot of meaning, that name too, because you can dream, you can be anywhere in United States or in another country, and you can dream about it, and it's no borders about, no, it's no borders like, in countries, and literally borders for everything, even for states or countries. So I was thinking about that, and there was, for me, was amazing time writing the book, and that was a little piece in my life that helped me transform again my life. And now I'm an author, and then before that I was doing TV, and everything started for an opportunity. Somebody told me, do you want to do a TV show? And I was like, okay, how is that? How I can do that? And they teach me, and I went to learn. I have all my credentials in English. I was finished school I went to the community college here in my town, and it was amazing because I say, oh, I have all these, you know, recognize, finish my school and doing this and that, but everything was in English. And I was thinking, I need something in Spanish, how, so I start looking and something show up in my phone. And I was thinking, let me take this class. They go give you your certification for, radio and TV. And I just like, well, let me do this. Maybe that helps me. And what happened was the guy that was, doing this, he have a TV station um, and a place in where he can, programming these shows and TV natural in Spanish. Everything was in Spanish. So it's how I start doing TV. So opportunities show up, and life is like put stuff in front of you. You only have to say yes, take it. Is what I did. So opportunities come to me and they say, hey, it's right here. And I just like, all right, I'm gonna take it. I always like, okay, life is always saying yes. And even you say, no, I don't want this, life saying yes. You don't want it? Yes, I'm not gonna give it to you. So, is how that works. So I always saying that. And the art of transformation for me is amazing, and is transforming my life into United States. And actually, as a person, now my mind changed and I think differently. When I moved to United States, I just was saying, no, I just come to United States to make dollars. And as soon as I have my money, I come back. But one thing happens and other thing happens, and different thing, I start, become a single mom with the two girls. My ex, the person that was the father of the baby, he was the porter. So I ended up by myself with the two girls. Of course, my sister was supporting me, but there was a big journey, a huge journey, start moving up, like transforming the life. There was an art, because it's like I say, when you're doing something in art, it's a process. And life is a process, itself. And it's an amazing thing how you can turn and say, I did that. How? Sometimes I amaze myself and I just like, really? I I did it? I write the book? Really? I have a TV show? Currently I have a radio show. June 9 is the first anniversary of my radio show. Mente y Actitud Positiva, where my dear friend Niurka is my collaborator. She sent me these capsules and I start playing the capsules every Wednesday. You can hear it. It's in Spanish, but if you want to try, you can try the show every Wednesday through Radio Apit. I can put it in everything, or you can go in my social Facebook and Instagram and everything. So you can look at it, Patty Holmes, and you can find me there, and you can find everything I do. Right now, I'm working with the females, empower females there, and actually, I empower these women. This coming Saturday is I'm going to open an entrepreneur, yes, and I want to transform life as myself. I transform in my life, but I want to help other people transform their life. Like this coming Saturday is the big, huge opening of the is the school. Let me see. Let me think how to translate this for you. So it's the first school of sexuality for females. And this is through Empoderate Latina, which is a group that I am the founder. And I have other females help me, from the bottom up. We lead this group. I'm not leading by myself. I wanna build other leaders as me, but I wanna they learn that they don't need me to this group continuing and keep going. So I teach them, how do the Zoom class, how do a bring the friend, over and give us the people they come and give us a speech. This coming weekend, we have somebody from Mexico that is talking about money and about retirement. A lot of people in my culture, Hispanic culture, we think that retirement is just for men and it's not for females. A little people, some females, they just thinking, no, retirement is for a man and that's it. But guess what? It's not. So we're talking about Empoderate Latina this weekend. We're talking about that. And after the meeting that we have every other Saturday, after that meeting, is the big opening for the sexuality of the school for females. This amazing, she is a doctor, psychology and sexuology doctor specialized in sexuality. She is from Venezuela and she lives in Peru right now. So it's a 6 months journey from Saturday, and it's one class each month. And it's an amazing thing because we're going to learn about a lot of stuff about our sexuality as a female. So we want to empower all these, Latinas females. I sometimes I talking with females and other women's, and they don't know about anatomy, the body, everything in your body. They don't know what it's about, and I want to empower these females. They need to know how your body works and how your feelings are connected with your mind and everything. So um, that is what I do. I art, the art of transformation. Patty Holmes went across the border. I don't know all these things that I'm talking about. I never knew that I was doing that. I was about doing TV and radio and give speeches and become an international conference speaker. And I give speakers and I give a speech in Spanish and English. With passion, like right now. Like I want to show to the American society that we are very valuable too, and we try to reach a level of empowerment and become a very healthy part of the society in this country. I want to show that. I want to show that a Mexican lady now and an American lady, both. I have my dual citizenship. I'm very proud to be here, and I want to show that I respect that country, and I love them. I love this country with all my heart, and I want to thankful for that, and I want to give back. Is what I want to do. So I do all these things, and this is the art of transformation. Transform your life. My message today is transforming your life is the best way you can succeed. That is for me is a succeed. I feel I feel that I successful. I'm still working in myself and I'm still doing things, but I feel like I'm successful. I'm very successful person, Latina. I have a lot of meetings with people and I'm teaching and I talking with the police department, locally, and I explaining to them what people do this, and I try the people understand. My husband was my first person that learned about my culture because he said, why you guys do this? Like, try to explain all belief. The belief system is different. Everything is different, um, in the society, or society is kind of like different in Mexico, Latin America, Venezuela, Guatemala. It's a different thing. So, but we are in the melting pot and we have to, live with each other. We have to live here and we have to live in peace and in love and understand each other. And I admire the American society because when I moved here, one of the things in our belief system for Hispanics is like we have to take care of our parents. We have to drop everything when they get old, and we have to go and help them, and because they give us our life, and that is a part of the belief system, and that is why families in the Hispanic community are so close, and they are so like tight. We very tight to mom, dad, grandparents, like Coco movie. And, but I'm start observing the American society, the American family. And I was thinking, I want to get the best part of the American, society in this little point, in this little thing, like elderly people are very, very independent. And that amazed me. That is something that made me feel like I want to be like that. I want that. I want that too. So Penny Holmes, my dream is become a very independent old lady. When I get 80, 90, 100 maybe, I want to live 100, of course, and then the half of my life, and I'm happy. I feel like 20. But I want to be independent in my elderly years. I want to live from my, I don't know, my royalties from my books, my royalty from my talks. And I want to say, my kids, you don't have to. You just come and visit me because I have somebody that I pay for and just take care of me. I want that. In our society, Hispanic society, we sometimes have to drop everything. Job. If your kid is in college, you have to choose between pay college or go help your parents. For your kids, and you are in the middle, and that sometimes is very, very hard to make a decision, or you have to fight with your brothers and sisters to say, it's your turn, you go. Another thing is, in all societies that this happen, but in our society is very common that we do it. And actually, people that are living here in United States is when they think that we are rich, that we have everything, and we are the ones that we have to take care mom and dad. So luckily, my parents are very smart, so they take care. My daddy take care of himself, and my mom is with my sister. But still, we still helping and showing. And that is something that I learned from United States, and I respect it with all my heart. That is a big respect for me. Like, wow, they opened my eyes and changed my point of view, because Patty Holmes, in the art of transformation, in the art of transforming my life, I just learning that Patty Holmes is responsible for Patty Holmes. Nobody else have to be responsible for me. I am responsible for myself. So that is the message today. So I want to say, you are responsible for yourself, for your happiness, for the way that you're thinking, even for the way that you what you eat and everything else. You are responsible for yourself. And become independent. One of the pieces on the you know independence is the pursuit of happiness. When I read that, when I have to learn for my citizenship test, and that part was very resonant in myself, and I'm just like, I'm in the right place. I'm in right here. I'm in the right place, because for me, when they say the pursuit of happiness, everybody want to be happy. I bet you want to be happy. I want to be happy the rest of my life, the 30, 90, I don't know, 30 or 40 years that I'm going to live the rest of my life. I want to be happy. So that is the art of transformation. Transform your life and be happy. In happiness, what is happiness for you? Happiness is a lot of things. It's not only one thing, it's too many things, a lot of things. So go get it. Go get it. Go do it. A lot of people, and I read this in a book. I'm not remember where, but it was an amazing thing to say. Well, you don't like it where you are? And some people say, well, I don't like it where I live. I don't like my marriage. I don't like my husband. He beat me up, or I don't know, whatever is happening in your life. So, but you're not a tree. You can move. You can do things. You have a brain. You have legs. You have to do things. You can survive. You can do and move and do stuff. So, it's very simple. Life is simple, and you can live simple, and you can be happy. It's not that complicated. Well, that is Betty Holmes' view. And that is the art of transformation for you. If you want to know more about me, you can go to my, you know, to my Instagram as Inveterable Dreamer.
The art of transformation. How are you choosing to transform your life? What decisions are you taking every day to design your life in the way that you want to live it? Don't make no.
Where all the great ideas get brewed.
You have and will continue to enjoy this journey in creativity with us. In today's world, where artificial intelligence, the Internet of Things, advancing science, and autonomous vehicles is our new normal, creativity has never been more important. This new mini-series of Umbrellas of Hope was created in order to inspire you and empower you by giving you the creative confidence to redesign the world around you, to create new solutions that are invaluable for today's society, powered by your vision, your own unique talents, and limited only by your imagination. Our world, our society, our future needs you.